Welcome back everybody, Candy here, and we're back with some more Conquest Dark. On the previous episode, we've defeated the tutorial area Gates of Carathia and the Sorcerer's Fall, unlocking some cool abilities and a few of these altars, where by donating the Bloodstones, we get some benefits to our character. Today, we're gonna continue our barbaric adventures by going into the Shifting Sands and defeating the ritual in there. Let's begin. Let's begin the ritual and unlock new things. Now, as in the previous runs, I am gonna be going with the Slayer Blade once again, doing some more damage to the elites, but as you'll find out later into the run, I'm gonna try to swap to a different weapon, assuming we unlock it in this episode. Who knows? For our power ability, I'm gonna take the ability damage on Seismic Slam, a massive explosion that does a cone attack area in front of us as we fill up our energy. It's a slow one, but it also does 1 million gazillion damage, and it will definitely scale later down the line. Now, something else to mention is we also unlocked this faction experience. Let me just grab critical hit chance real quick. We unlocked faction experience, which is the FXP on the side, the purple experience right here. And we get that by playing more Barbarian, and I think at certain break points like faction level 5, 10, 15, and 20, we get different bonuses and perks for all of our classes. And this is where I might in the future deviate to some other class to get the benefits there. I don't remember what it was for Barbarian, but I think it's something to do with damage, if I were to guess. Let's keep going with the critical hit chance and put a rune. Right, so in the previous episode we also unlocked some runes, and now we can slap a rune directly into the weapon. Okay, for our armor, I think we can maybe go for I actually don't like any of these. None of them give crit or really any damage. Oh, I just skipped. Oh, I thought I clicked on reroll. Well, their barbarians are not really known for their wits, rather their damage. So hopefully that will so hopefully we can come back to that and I can actually pick something that will do damage. Okay, now for this I'm gonna grab Execute, which will essentially finish off the tougher enemies if they're not finished already. All right, we just got one level to the Band of Lion, and I think the benefits will just slowly start ticking over time. Let's grab the attack speed so we can fill up our experience bar quite faster. So we can fill up our ability bar a lot quicker. Oh, this guy is fast. Oh boy. Wait, let me dash through here. Okay, I'm gonna try to use the there we go, just outrange him a little bit. Oh, okay, his range is crazy. Damn, already taking some damage, not ideal. Let's go for Seismic Slam and actually put the critical hit damage rune in there, because that one does a lot of damage. And also I see some stuff we can pick up, so let's go here. This common chest plate will give us a higher critical hit damage, so let's go for that. And I also want to get the glowing thing down there, but that will take a second since there's a lot of enemies around us. Whoop. Don't have the barriers at all. This is funny, there's two of the same one, so let's go for the attack reach. They just reach a little bit further away. Yeah, not having armor is a little bit of a negative, but it's okay. For our movement ability, let's grab Leap and finally start Goomba stomping our enemies. Boink, 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 boink. All right, at 5-minute mark, we have I guess 3 enemies that we now need to deal with. So let's just do it by standing right next to them and slicing them slowly. But we are taking a little bit more damage than I'd like to. I'm gonna jump here and just get rid of the ranged person. Range is cheating anyway, so we gotta get the cheaters out of our lobby first. There we go. Now it's only the melee guy, the Zulu, blocking everything here. But let's see. Yeah, slow and steady. Might want to swap the weapon soon, but it is in the works. There we go, nice. Ooh, that's a purple thing. I've never seen a purple before. All right, we can pick up a new rune, and in this case, I'm actually gonna go for... no, let's go for the critical hit damage first, because we don't really have projectiles right now, so it's not needed. Artifact. Oh, never seen this before. The clock counts towards the reckoning for 2 minutes. When the countdown ends, enter hell time for 30 seconds, dealing 5 times normal damage before the cycle begins again. During hell time, collecting souls extends its duration. Outside of hell time, collecting... Oh, okay, good. I'll definitely pick it up. That's the first time I've seen an artifact in this run. I see all damage by 40%. I'm gonna grab that. So essentially, I think the way it's gonna work is every 2 minutes, we're gonna enter this phase where we go absolute demon time. On our rune fragments, or I guess soul fragment, let's go for the attack reach. If that was not mentioned from the previous episode, the soul fragments are sort of like your passive buffs that you gain throughout a run, and you just keep them for the time being. I'll jump around. It is a bit scary though, because our bleeding rates at which we're losing HP is already pretty significant, since I didn't take the Barbarian passive where the bleed rate is reduced. It's actually like we actually feel it now. In this case, just gonna keep grabbing crit for the primal strength. These guys have a dodge marker on them, the little arrow, which means that the first time we slice them, they're gonna auto dodge that. That's a elite enemy. Slice him up right here. Just Goomba stomp him. And oh, I think we entered demon time, or I guess hell time, whatever it's called. Let's grab the attack arc for 18%. Very nice. And I think right now we're gonna be doing a lot more damage. Let's go for the critical hit damage right here. Yeah, so at the bottom we have this little clock. Okay, we're just doing 13,000 damage per per auto attack for like our basic attack. Okay, nice. We are extending it a little bit here and there, but it is going to run out eventually. Let's jump in right here and boink. Okay, we can grab some more attack speed so we get more energy quicker. All right, and these are the ranged enemies, which are going to be throwing some stuff at us, and it will do like 20 million damage, because range classes in video games are never balanced properly. I don't want to test it here, but I feel like I'm gonna immediately regret it if I let them hit me once. Not ideal. Okay, yeah, the health pocket shows right here. Actually reduced the cooldown of it quite a lot when we collect souls. All right, for our armor, we're picking between a helmet. Is there anything that increases my crits? Only this one, but it does increase the spawn of healing souls, which, as somebody who is constantly bleeding, I think it's good that we grab that right now. Let's grab some souls in here. Oh, let's avoid the damage, boy. Nice. Okay, so at 2 minute mark, we're now fighting with the Witch Smeller. What a name! What a name to have, a Witch Smeller. Funny fella. I'm gonna try to like just walk around him, because I don't want to find out how much damage he does. He has these like circular things around him. For our what is this? Resilience. I'd rather reroll once. Get the attack speed, that's what I want. Faster attack speed is always good on any weapon, on any build. We're almost got him here. Nice, there we go. Here, that's also rune and new armor. This is gloves, anything to deal with damage. Let's go for this one. With a 27% to spawn a healing orb. I don't think we are like in danger necessarily at all. Oh, can unlock a new rune. Projectile split chance. You know what? I am gonna grab it just for future, because eventually I want to, instead of going for execute, I'm gonna go for another ability that is a projectile. But I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be unlocking it here or at another point. I also didn't realize this, but apparently I went demon time earlier. It just I didn't see it because the timer went up again. But I guess it helped with the boss a lot. What's also nice is that on this first run, we're at faction level 6, as it shows in the top right, the purple bar. Let's grab critical hit chance real quick. And that just means our overall meta progression is going to be very, very smooth. Getting a lot of, I think it's main damage for Barbarian that should get by increasing the faction level for his class. We'll double check after this run. Boom. Is that a 50,000 damage stomp that I just saw? It might be like 46k. Alright, we're about 5 seconds away from completing the ritual, at which point a bunch of ghosts are gonna come and say, nah, your run is over. Yeah, I don't see any tablets to pick up, so we can just perish here. Yeah, we got a bunch of bonuses. There we go. This is the counter throw that I was thinking of. We also unlocked a spirit caravan, which is a cool little ritual mechanic that appears sometimes, along with other things. Along with other things, indeed. I see a weapon that is very interesting. With that, we just unlocked ourselves an Altar of Fortune, which increases the chance of rare items for every time we upgrade it. Actually gonna go to... Oh, I don't have enough crystals for the Altar of Power. Can I put it into something else? Now, let's go, let's go. Let's increase this to 10%. The chance of rare items, and also increase the soul pickup range. With our new acquired currency, let's upgrade some weapons. And the new weapon that I was talking about that I was thinking of swapping to is the Destroyer Axe, which is also a two-hander weapon, but instead of doing more damage to the elites, it just does critical hit damage of 200% from the get-go. So let's level that up to level 5, and this is going to be our new weapon. And for the passive ability, I was actually gonna go for the counter throw with these little shurikens. The way this works is that every time somebody tries to hit you, 2 little shurikens are gonna fly towards them, dealing a lot of primal damage. It interests me simply because it is a projectile, so all the new runes that we picked up, we can put it into that. Everything else seems to be whatever. I mean, maybe Seismic Slam upgrade right here. With those upgrades, let's go to the coastal cave and clear out this area. It will have 5% increased enemy damage. That's about it, and shouldn't really be that much of a difficult feat for us. So in this case, nothing really changes. You already know the drill. Human Barbarian, proficiency for heavy armors and shields. And for a character, I found this interesting one called Scaldi that has an attack arc and also attack reach. Let's go. We're guaranteed our massive double axe that will have a critical hit damage of 200%, which means that all we really need to do is just increase our base crits, and we're going to be doing massive damage just from our basic attack. All right, our first level up, let's go for the Seismic Slam, as always. And our first upgrade, let's grab the Primal Strength for the critical hit chance. I think at this point, you kind of get the drill on this class, and the way I guess I play is critical hit chance and base damage is the only thing I'm going to be going for, pretty much no matter what. For our first elite enemy, let's see if we do pretty much do the same damage as we did before with the double-handed sword. Just there we go. It's just done here. The thing about this sword is that it's also has a slower attack speed. Now for a primordial rune, let's give it a 12.5% critical hit chance. These pants are insane. What? More critical hit chance, more critical hit damage. It's almost like it was promised to me, like it has my name on it. All we really want is massive crits. So far the enemies are not like too difficult, so it's fine. This is the first time we're going to be using counter throw, which is an ability that shoots 2 deadly shurikens at enemies that attack us. That will make sure that we do not lose as much HP as we really have to, but also we'll have more potential to slot in runes towards those abilities, which is always nice. Let's see, for our level up, let's grab this critical hit chance and our first elite slash, I guess it wasn't really much of an elite. That guy died super quick. I want something crits. Oh, these are like blue boots, exceptional quality. Let's see, movement speed, chance to spawn a healing orb, projectile. That we don't do that much projectiles, it's only the counter throw, projectile amount, and this one is critical hits, chance, movement speed, and movement speed per life lost. Interesting. Yeah, let's grab that one. And for the runes, let's go to the counter throw and put in our moon rune. Projectile split chance 12.5%. 100%, which means that every time somebody attacks us, there is a chance that the shuriken splits into two. And I think that's it. I think there's not much more to it than that. Like, that's it. I think it's a very good defensive ability, and it's on a very short cooldown. With this level up, I don't really like anything, so I'm gonna re-roll it and grab the attack speed here. Now, instead of skeletons, we have these hooded bandits trying to attack us. If I remember correctly, in this map, if you finish the whole ritual, you get to unlock a thief or rogue class, which is pretty good. It's a very like sly, agile class that instead of blocking and taking damage and being very healthy, has these dodge tokens, where every time you get hit, you don't receive any damage, but you lose a dodge token. 5-minute mark, it means we get to face our elite, and this is the dodge tokens I was talking about. These 5 little things that he keeps getting more and more of. Essentially, we want to keep doing damage to him, otherwise he's just going to be dodging all of our attacks if we do it too infrequently. It's going well so far. We're just like, our slow attack speed is really showing here. Like, he dodges every other one, like every third one. Nice, but don't matter. We have a hell clock once again, a clock that will give us more damage every 1 minute 30, and another pair of exceptional items. That high rarity chance is really helping us. Damage to injured, instant attack chance, all damage, and movement speed. I think I'm gonna go for this all damage and instant attack chance. For a soul fragment, let's grab... I don't really know what attack force is. Let me reroll this actually. For this, let's go for an increased soul attract range. That sounds good to me. In here, we can find ourselves a new rune. Projectile Pierce would be pretty good, but maybe not for this run, because we once again only have the shurikens. Instead, let's go for the rune upgrade for the crit. And for our axe, we can actually insert this critical hit damage rune. So now our base axe attacks gonna have like a 500% critical damage on it, which essentially means that it's like 5 times the damage on crits. And the enemies have also swapped from bandits and rogues to spiders, which if you have a fear of spiders, arachnophobia, then I'm so sorry. I don't think there's a mod for that. You'll just have to close your eyes. for the time being, because I'm pretty sure for the past 5 minutes, or like for the remaining 5 minutes, all of the enemy types are gonna be these ugly looking spiders that have a pretty fast attack speed, if I remember correctly. Scary. On this level up, let's grab ourselves another critical hit chance. We've reached 20%, pretty good. New events, Spirit Caravan. So this is something that we unlocked in the previous run, and it's essentially a thing that can kind of spawn as you play the game. Let's increase the critical hit chance right here. And the point of it is like, it's like the side objective where like if you kill it, then you get a lot of bonuses from it, which just benefits you in the long run. For this, I'm gonna grab... just go for this one. Attack reach, attack arc. Sounds good to me. Thankfully, we have a lot of damage, and so we can actually deal with it, but sometimes you don't, and it's a bit scary. I'm gonna grab all damage in here, 5%. And we actually make a quick work of the Spirit Caravan. I mean, then again, I do feel like our damage currently is... not bad. If I don't know, oh yes, we have hell clock as well, so that makes sense. Which means we're doing 5x the damage for the next 30 seconds. Let's increase the critical hit chance and finally have it maxed out at 23%. I did notice that we are taking some damage, but because we have really good armor pieces and at the same time pick up a lot of healing souls, we're just not dropping any health. I think the shurikens as well, like the counter throw, help out a lot with just killing enemies that are like very close to us, so it doesn't seem like we're taking any damage at all. Almost at the 2-minute mark, which means a big scary boss is gonna spawn. For this class mastery, I think I'm gonna re-roll and just grab the attack speed, have that fully maxed out, and the next one, if I still have the experience to gain, I'm gonna go for the extra movement ability. We have 2 jumps instead of 1. This is the 2-minute mark. Where is the scary spider? I think it might be on top is my guess. Ah, there we go. Spawned on the left. It's a big poison spider who shoots a bunch of poison all around. It does have a lot of health, but thankfully we have quite a lot of damage as well. And oh, that's the clock. Okay, I heard the time, which means that it's 5x the damage time Perfect timing for this spider right here. Let's slice him up. Get out of here. 54,000. Jesus. All right, for this, let's increase our attack speed and all damage with these common helmets, and also unlock a new rune. Actually, I'm gonna improve this rune for a higher crit hit chance. Yeah, I think it's good. All right, our goal right now is just to survive, so let's do that. The health clock activates in the last 20 seconds of the run. We have pretty much everything leveled up, and the only thing that's really missing is to hit level 10 on the faction level. That's a lot of ghosts. Nice. We actually, oh my god, we got quite a lot of the corruption crystals and unlocked ourselves a thief class. Pretty cool. Let's return back to the world map. We've defeated that, and we can go to this altar of cunning. And look what it says here. It says increased critical hit chance. Okay, so anyways, 2% critical hit chance increase on our Barbarian just from the start of the game. We unlock the endless mode, which is the arena of Ikar. Let's go into our archive and upgrade the axe a little bit more. That should be enough for now. But most importantly, I am probably going to be upgrading this counter throw to now fit in 2 empty runes. For this ability to now have 2 empty rune slots, which is amazing because we have a lot of runes that are just meant for projectiles, and that's that. So what I wanted to try out as well, and this is just going to be for a round, I'm not really sure how good this is going to be, but I wanted to try out this axe toss ability. Essentially 2 axes being thrown at enemies every 20 energy cost. It seems interesting because it's like targeted towards the enemies rather than being in front of you like with the seismic slam. With the remaining 15 bloodstones, I am going to go into the, probably for the last run of today, I'm going to go into this Moonfall Cliff. Let's begin the ritual. We're going to be going as human barbarian fighter with heavy armor. You already know the drill. Our traits are going to be primal damage and chance for rare items. Let's go. All right, on this weapon that we dropped, we're gonna go towards our... Oh, wait a second. Where's my double axe? Wait, what is this? Energy cost reduction, projectile split chance. Ooh, this is interesting as well for future, like a projectile build. And the blade. No, I don't want any of this. I want my destroyer axe, which will have the high critical hit damage. For this, let's try out the axe toss. I might regret this in the future. Is the axe toss towards the closest enemy, or is it... I'm not sure actually. Let's go for the attack speed for now. Oh yeah, it is towards the closest enemy. Okay, that's good. The range on it is actually not that great, and also the fact that enemies die from far away is a little bit interesting because the experience is going to be scattered everywhere on the map. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem though. Our first mini boss is already spawning right here, and I'll be honest, he's kind of slow. Not that difficult. All right, let's grab ourselves some pants. This one has power ability and critical hit chance, so let's take that one. And for rune imbuement, I think for the first one, I am gonna put the critical hit chance rune into the main axe because it has 200% more critical hit damage. For a second one, I'm gonna take this counter throw, which proved really, really good in the previous run and will help us stay nice and healthy. It's a lot of projectiles compared to the seismic slam that we were running before. Wow, build diversity. Still no crit chance, but attack speed is not bad either. I wonder how many axes we can really have in the future. For this armor, I already see the all damage glow up right here, and this one only has critical hit damage. Let's go for all damage first to begin with. Oh, I see a little mage on top, but I don't think he wants to teleport towards me just yet. We'll just leave her there for now. I don't want anything here for now, so I'm just gonna reroll and grab the crit hit chance. There we go. I see the projectiles, the enemies right there. She's kind of healthy. Oh, never mind. That was a quick one. Let's go for damage and health, or there's no crit on here. Attack speed though. Let's go for attack speed. That's a pretty big one as well. With our rune imbuement, I think I'm gonna go into the shurikens right here and get a projectile split chance for 12%. There's just a chance for more. This ritual is a little bit longer. It's like 10 minutes, maybe 11 minutes. I didn't notice, but I'm gonna try to cut it up a little bit more so that you, my dear viewer, is doesn't just look at me slicing basic skeletons for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Let's grab the leap in here. Pretty good. We dropped ourselves a new helmet, and I see a double crit roll right here for critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Of course, we're gonna grab that. On a level up, we get some more crit. Hopefully, we can hit like 40 crit in this run. And then every single attack is gonna be doing like 10,000 million gazillion damage. Yep, that's a real number now. Okay, so instead of like 5 minutes, since it's a little bit longer. She's a little bit slow, but she has a bunch of stuff around her, which is a little bit annoying, I have to say. But I think with the jump that does 8,000 damage currently, we can get rid of her. There we go. Oh, we can pick up a new rune. I'm actually gonna grab this Dijar mustard one, projectile amount, some more shurikens. For our armor, anything that says crit in here, there is double crit hit roll on heavy armor, including more resistances as well. Rune imbuements, I'm just gonna go into the destroyer axe and put this rune on there. And we also found an artifact, which is the health block. Just went shopping and picked up literally everything. Let's grab the critical hit chance on this one right here. If you've been enjoying the video and you made it so far, consider liking and subscribing. It's completely free and will notify whenever I go online and post another video. I heard a big ding, and that means the health clock went off. Let's pick up the projectile amount for the shurikens. So there might be more than 2 shooting out at the same time now. The clock went off. It means that we're doing 5 times the damage. Kind of insane. See a lot of enemies on the side. Our jump is doing 16,000 damage. That's some unethical numbers, I'll be honest. Oh, and something that I did miss is that we hit level 10 on our faction, which means that there's going to be some bonuses or maybe even items from the Barbarian faction level thingy. Don't remember what it was, what it's going to be, so it's gonna be a surprise for both me and you. Class mastery, let's take a movement charge. I'm okay to grab it here. It has 500% critical hit damage that we're on right now. What the hell? Oh, what the heck? Okay, 5-minute mark has passed and there's like 20 billion different enemies that die very easily. Are they? I don't think they're crazy. Bomb, especially when I can just jump into them. I think this one has a bear. 70,000 damage on the leap. I jumped in there. Jeez. This projectile pierce 2.5. Wait, projectile duration. Let's go for this. The deer rune. Gracius. What a name. All champion. Defeated the conclave of the moon. Oh, these are some like ethereal skeletons that are spawning in the middle now. Let's max out the attack speed. We're at 52% attack speed now. And we have a rune imbuement. I forgot this is a projectile as well, the hammer. So we can get a 2.5 to the piercing, so they can go through a lot more enemies. The projectiles have been pretty good so far, because they kill enemies that are like way further out compared to the ones that like are very close to us that we're looking at. Oh, we have some giga mages with a barrier on. Absorb everything, huh? Scary. Thankfully we can just jump in them and just crush them all. And we're now out of slottable things for the runes, unfortunately, so we can't do anymore. You know, on these harder, quote-unquote harder levels, there is more time, and so we have a lot more time to actually level up our abilities. I've noticed everything is maxed out already, and we're still like 3 minutes away from finishing this run. Let's go for resilience to really be unkillable. We'll stagger the damage that we receive, if we ever receive any damage at this point. This is really good for experience though. We're killing a lot of enemies. All right, it's a 2-minute mark, so now we have a big boy, the big guy with 10 HP bars that has a ward, and he can teleport. Okay, I mean, his damage is not doing too crazy to me right now. He's very slow on his ranged abilities. Where'd you go? Is he on top? He is on top. Oh, the only thing is his range things are like area of effect ones. I need to keep a jump ready for every time he teleports. He's gonna TP again, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. No, I think I jumped into that AoE. Can't stand in these circles or you'll regret everything. Jump. But also don't want him to gain ward again. I'm gonna take some, like, risk some of my health here, but it's okay. We have health clock going on right now, which just means that we're gonna be doing, yeah, silly damage time. Okay, one more jump and he should be done here. There we go. Nicely done. For this, I'm just gonna grab primordial damage, which is basically all of our abilities. No rune there. We can pick up a rune. Ooh, target amount. Interesting. Sure, I'll grab that. Was that a 200 damage leap, right? What? Guys, Barbarian might be a little bit strong. What is going on? I do have to say that it is getting a little bit silly right now, but because of our health clock and because of just this 250,000 damage per leap thing that we're doing, it's not really an issue at all. 3 rituals done today. 3 rituals have been completed. Is there a silver tablet that I can pick up before I die to these skeletons? Baby. Come on. Nice. You have a new unlock, the Oratorium, that can be used to extend the length and maximum tier once completed normal dark rituals. You've discovered an obelisk which can be used to increase the influence of the black planet on dark rituals, corrupting them. Corruption increases the difficulty of all normal and shattered dark rituals, but also grants beneficial bonuses. Effects from multiple obelisks stack. Increased enemy damage by only 5%. Increased enemy health per tier, also okay. Increased faction experience gain and increased shattered dark ritual experience gain. Sure, it's a like little damage increase for a massive experience gain increase. That's good. As for the Band of the Lion, the faction for the Barbarian, we've gotten ourselves a Band of Primal Power, which states that your critical strikes have a 10% chance to become mega critical strikes, dealing 10 times the normal critical strike damage, so mega crit stuff. On level 15, we're gonna unlock a new ability along with some soul coins. But with that said, that was 3 great runs of Barbarian slicing and dicing. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below if you liked what you saw and maybe other games that you want to see on this channel. I was Candy. It was my pleasure having you here. Goodbye.